Welcome to Spoilers, a review show. I'm Pocky D.
I'm Kathy Crack.
And this week we're going to talk about Grandmaster.
What'd you think?
I loved it. I thought it was great.
I liked it. I really did. But I like, any movie that kind of kung fu.
Maybe we should explain what Grandmaster is.
Yep.
Grandmaster is a martial arts historic biopic depicting the life of Paiman. I know many of our Chinese viewers will correct me on this. Paiman was the man who taught Bruce Lee martial arts. This is his life from the 1930s to the 1950s, when he meets Bruce Lee. 1930s, of course, was a very hard time for China. Due to a couple more years down the road, China would get invaded by Japan. Not the other way around. So,
I wasn't paying attention to the historical stuff. I was actually looking at the cinematography and the choreography, the choreography of the moves, and they were just so nice. And the one thing I did miss, because I had to leave a couple of times, what was the 96 hands?
Oh, the 64 hands.
64 hands. What is that?
It was the previous Grandmaster's martial arts style he used.
Oh,
As every martial arts has a name.
Oh, I was like, what?
Yes.
Why does he keep asking to see the 64 hands? And I just didn't get. I missed it.
It was her martial arts style.
Okay. Don't go to the bathroom because it's all reading, because you will miss something.
The movie is in its original dialogue, which is Chinese, and it is subtitled.
Yeah.
So.
And there's lots of non-speaking lots of scenes, lots of just fights, but no dialogue in it. I loved it because you really get into it, and the actors actually have to act to come across on who they are and what they're trying to portray, because there's not a lot of dialogue for them to get that out. And so I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too. There was very little to no dialogue during the fight sequences, but the dialogue that happens between the fight sequences are really beautiful, and most of the dialogue takes place in brothels and tea houses through China.
Oh, I thought that was interesting. That's how the martial arts guys hung out.
Yeah. Basically, it portrayed it very kind of realistic. Guys hang out at tea shops and brothels. At the same time, a lot of the dialogue that's given, audiences, and I don't know if you noticed this, a lot of the dialogue was given while Chinese operas were being sang. In the background.
That's right.
I mean, a lot of these operas had to deal with the conversations. It was very metaphoric.
Yeah, I wish I knew what they were saying, because it would have made it a lot more depth. I guess there would have been more depth to understanding what was going on, and that was obvious, right?
Oh, yeah. Also, I loved about this movie was all the characters had these really deep flaws. They weren't just, I'm pretty, and thus that is my character flaw. And there was characters who are addicted to opium. The main character actually ends up having a kind of an extramarital affair with a chick
they don't
via
really
letter. They don't actually do anything, but they
because they would have done it, except the Japanese-Chinese war happened, so that stopped that little affair.
Yes, he was even supposed to meet up with her, and the war stopped it. The overall, if you really enjoyed Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, and you enjoyed the dialogue between the fight sequences as much as you enjoyed the fight sequences themselves, I'd really, really recommend Grandmaster. It's right up there with Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, in my opinion.
I liked it because not only is it the fun fight scenes, because I always love the fight scenes, right?
Oh, she was like, yes, yes.
See, I like the movie. I like the movie because I was talking.
Oh, yeah.
But I did like the movie just because it had an actual really beautiful storyline. And for me, I like that, just like the Butler, where it went from beginning of his life to the end, that kind of stuff. I like that. But it was just really nice to see a beautifully choreographed movie with fight scenes. That was fun. The first fight scene in the water, to die for. I would watch that over and over again.
I did love the use in the fight sequence of both computer and practical effects in the movie, where you could see that when the guy gets hit into the fence.
Yeah.
You could tell the fence is really there. That's not a green screen he's getting hit behind. He's really feeling that.
Yeah.
But then, some of the water and the snowflakes, obviously CGI generated.
Sure. So what would you give the movie?
I'd give it 4.5 stars. It has a little bit of its flaws, but overall, I'd still, like I said, if you really like good epic movies, this is definitely your cup of tea.
Even though I gave other movies higher scores, this one, I would give it a 4, but I think I'm going to go for a 3.5 on this one. I really liked it, but it's because it's subtitled and it's a little slow. I don't think a lot of people are going to go for it, but I would watch it again. Well, I have to because I have to read the lines again because I missed half the movie.
I'm a diehard anime fan, so I watch it subbed. So for me, subtitles, movie, it just blend in with me, so I had no problem with that.
So 3.5 and 4 stars.
4.5, I said. So average, we're saying 4 stars. Go see it.